These are our honey chicks for 2022. We ordered 25 from Myers Hatchery in Pennsylvania. Last year we got them from Moyers Hatchery in Pennsylvania, but they were totally out of them this year. So anyway, I just barely fed them, so you can see they're excited about the feed. This is a very tiny feeder that we found. I think it's only a gallon size. And as you can see, I have little specks of, if you can see, they're eating it. I have some cut grass in there. I started that at about 4 days old. They love it. They absolutely love it. You chop it up super, super fine so they don't, I guess, don't know if they would choke or not. But anyway, you also put baby chick grit. And see this over here. It's a very fine grit, and that's what they need to help digest their food. The waters, we got these waters, I forget where we got them, but they have a very, very narrow lip, which is good for when they're small, because sometimes baby chicks, if you use the bigger ones, which you can see here, the bigger ones, the chicks will jump in there and get wet. Sometimes that makes them sick, getting wet. We put them up on a platform, wooden platform, to try to keep the wood shavings out. The bedding is wood shavings over peat moss. The peat moss helps with smell. And some are just resting, some are drinking, a bunch are eating. We also got a little bit of fish meal at the our feed dealer, to put in the trough to give them a little bit extra protein, because the protein of the feed that we get is 19%, which will be okay later, but when they're young, they do need a little extra. So later, we'll switch to this bigger hanging feeder. And after that, I think we use 2 of these when we put them in the chicken tractor. And again, this is what we put the waters on later when they're outside. And maybe we'll put this one, we can probably switch to that one soon. Then when we get to the outside, which will be in maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, this is our chicken tractor, which I have shown before. The wheels don't stay on, they are only on when you're moving it. And it's wonderful. I'll show this later when we get them outside. We keep it in the barn to try to prevent it from getting ruined by being outside all winter long. So anyway, this is the setup. 1 heat lamp, 25 chicks, although they sent 26 and nobody has died. We're really, really pleased. They're a week and 2 days old. So you can see their feathers are starting to come in on their wings and tails. When they're pretty fully feathered is when we'll put them outside. This is late September. We started them late this year because we were traveling to visit kids, grown-up kids. So anyway, keep that in mind whenever you're planning on doing any kind of animal. Think of your schedule and think of, will we be home to take care of them, or is there someone else we can trust to take care of them? Very important. So this is food, all you never wanted to know. Take care. Very quick note here. When you first put them in the brooder, this is an empty roll of paper towels. Be sure to put paper towels on top of the bedding for the first maybe 2 days, just so they get used to eating the feed instead of the wood shavings. You don't want them to eat wood shavings, that will kill them. If you use just peat moss, if they eat some of the peat moss, it won't kill them. It's a little digestible, I believe. But peat moss is pretty messy. They get dust everywhere. So anyway, so remember that first couple days, put paper towels. Do not put anything slippery like newspaper anything they're going to slip on, because that can damage their hip joints and you'll have a bird who gets lame. So again, food all you never wanted to know. You got to learn these things if you're planning on doing any kind of poultry. Take care. Bye.